going to say. So, with us today, we have some of the highest tech ghost hunting software and devices that money can buy. It's so special that the US Army never released it, and they used it to hunt millions of ghosts
and now we
around
have
the world.
Access to a radar which picks up supernatural activity and it blips it in a radius of the location that we are currently sitting in.
The British Army used this in World War II in order to... Sorry, I can't look at spirits that were coming in to attack the UK over the British Channel. Let's do that one more time. Okay. And, like, if you think about the Germans...
Come forward.
Yeah.
Come forward a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So, guys.
Okay. Actually do it.
It's not there.
Okay. Bite your tongue. You get to do that. I can't. Oh, this wind. So yeah, during World War II, like if you wonder why I got this over my face, it's just because there's so much wind at the moment. There's this weird smell about it here. And so in World War II, when the Germans used to like fly across, they used to apparently send spirits and stuff that would come across the channel. And this radar was able to pick them all up. And that's how we know that it is the best radar
and
that money can buy.
Complete personal access.
Okay. We've done most of it. Would you click?
We have complete personal access to this radar technology. So today we're going to put it to use.
That's what we're going to do. Let's go find these ghosts. Hello everybody and welcome to Behind the Adventure. So I'm going to make this series, as a lot of you have been writing in the comments recently, that you want to see some behind the scenes, maybe some deleted footage. Maybe I'll talk a bit about why I deleted the footage. Who knows? Maybe I won't show you the bad ones, just because. So we'll see some selective deleted footage, just so I don't look bad. And then we'll talk about some editing. Maybe I'll show you some of the things I've done. I've got a few tips that maybe you'd like to hear. Before we get into everything, I want to talk to you about this. So I've almost hit 2K subscribers. That's mad, considering like a few weeks ago we were at, what, 100? I think it's a few weeks ago. Everything seems to like blur in. There was like a point where I was trying to reach 30. That must have been like just over a month ago. So it's mad to me that we're in the thousands now. But we've got a few videos lined up already and we've started filming it and we've got ideas for the next one. On the note of support, it's just been mad. Like, I know I said this on my live stream. I just wanted to say it on this in case more people see this. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for all the likes and just the comments. I know I don't always get time to like respond to every single comment, and I really would like to, but I promise you I do read them and I take note of them. Like, I even made my bed today. I do take note of them, and a lot of you have lots of great suggestions, and please never stop, because it means a lot to me to see that. So many people donated the other day. It was mad. I woke up in the morning and I checked my PayPal and it actually took my breath away. It brings a tear to my eye, like the fact that people, you don't have to donate. I've said this before. The idea that people just are willing to support it anyway is just, it's amazing to me. The reason why I started making this content was because I want to see how far I can push independent filmmaking. Like, the content might be absurd, but like, I want to make the most absurd videos that are as high value production as they can be. I want someone to look at it and go, oh my god, this looked like it should be on Netflix, or it should be in a cinema, but it's a dude running around a field in a sheet. By no means am I there yet, and every time we do one of these, we learn and we find ways to improve, and that's the point. Is I want to share how I learned to do this with everybody, and I'm looking forward to showing all of you some deleted scenes and some bloopers.
I've been damaged.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
What's what?
That.
What?
That.
What?
That.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
It's fuel for energy. Energy fuel.
Energy fuel.
Fuel for my body.
I might get one of them bulls.
One of the balls?
Yeah, balls.
Oh, the red ones?
Yeah, I love balls.
Yeah. I like red balls. Blue ones are my favourite though.
For me, I don't know, it's just I love how balls taste.
Yeah.
Like balls, just like
Gives
it
you a lot
tastes
of
so
energy.
good. Yeah.
A lot of that sweetness.
I love the sweetness of balls.
Sweet, sour.
Balls.
Yeah, bro, can you give me a couple of balls?
Yeah.
Oh, you going
rolls
to shop?
off the tongue.
Oh yeah, bring me some balls, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
I want balls.
I want some balls.
Like all day long. From the energy that you get from balls, you can get like, makes you hard, man.
It's like it gives you wings. Just
hard wings.
Start flapping them around and stuff. I do that when I'm walking down the street after a nice ball.
I love ball. Buy some. Thank you.
Already used.
I mean, technically, I could get 2 balls.
2 is normally better than 1.
I love it when you buy a bull. It feels so good in your hand, like a fresh bull.
Yeah.
I love bulls.
I love bulls.
Anytime I'm with my drillers, then 6. You say that I got so I don't do.
Yeah, mate. So basically, what we need to do for your next plan of getting Joe famous, right, is that's our next step, okay?
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense because you actually got to say what it is, not the. This is a sound effect from like a TV show.
Yeah, but that's what the next step is.
I also want to say thank you to Keely Curtis for sending me a tripod in the mail. 2 tripods in the mail. That was very nice.
Keely, you're a legend.
Absolute legend.
Right.
Go.
He's finally here, man.
What's good? How you guys doing?
Right.
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Told you I don't want to go to Finland.
Got you. We just need to go over. We'll sit somewhere and kind of storyboard somewhere quiet. We'll literally just go over the kind of ideas that we all have. What's the worst that could happen when we see a ghost?
Man, I'm telling you this right now. All right, trust me, ghosts do not exist. Yeah. I saw one the other day. So
I can't wait.
There was this method that this guy, Edna Sandhurst. Had.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember famous Edna Sandhurst?
Yeah.
And it was you put the iPhone down and you just leave it there with notes open. And he came up with this method in like the 1800s or something when they used to do ghost hunting. You put the iPhone down with notes up and you just let the ghost write whatever it needs to say. This is where Carla Parks left her stuff. Let's set your iPhone down here.
Put my iPhone right here. I'm going to open up notes and we'll see if this works. I'm going to type in, "Hi, Carla Parks. How are you?"
9, 10. Okay. All right.
Now we check the phone. Carla Parks hasn't responded just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a response. Good.
Good. Shit.
What?
What's he saying?
I'm sorry.
Let I'll come back. We're gonna sit down again and just be like, alright, I'll talk to you. Just in case.
Look, I'll talk to you again, alright? I didn't mean to react like that. It's just these kind of things when you're dealing with the supernatural, it takes its toll on you, you know, because me and Carla ended up kind of talking to each other and we couldn't make it work.
I wouldn't say like a cheese bread, and if you've ever eaten like a cheese bread, you know, when the cheese is inside the bread but like it's not on the outside, but then people add more cheese to the bread and then you start to like toast it, but then there's too much cheese on the bread and like it tends to be a bit strong. Like I am answering the question, I'm just getting there in my own time. Okay, you can't interrupt me when I'm talking about cheese bread. So hello everybody and welcome to the latter half of the video. And this is the half of the video that I really want to do some editing talk. So if that's not your jam and you don't want that sort of thing, then this really isn't the half of the video for you. But the first half of the video was mainly bloopers and deleted scenes, and part of talking about the deleted scenes runs into editing, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delve in and I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done, and I'm going to show you what I've learned and some stuff that maybe might help you if you ever feel like you want to do something like this. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is what an editor does, and the most important part of an editor's job. It is telling a story, essentially, with the video that you have. And the mistake a lot of people make is they feel they need to include everything they filmed in their video. That's not the case. As an editor, the first thing you should teach yourself, and it's the hardest thing you'll ever do as an editor, is to cut out everything that doesn't need to be there. If you get to editing and you find you can tell a story that gets to its point faster without losing anything, it doesn't need to be in your video really, and it's a hard thing to do. But essentially, if you want to do it well, what you want to do is be so strict and harsh with your cuts. And the hardest thing about it is sometimes you spent a long time filming something and you like something, but just because it's hard to film and it took you a long time doesn't mean it needs to be in your video. And that's the thing that I think I find the hardest, is sometimes the scenes that I've spent longest time filming just don't need to be in that video. And with Carpark, a lot of the deleted scenes that were on earlier in this video, I felt like they didn't serve the story, and what they did was they bloated out the video. And what that does is it creates more time for people to lose engagement in your content, and that's the last thing you want to happen. The main thing that you need to do is know where your story is going to start and know where your story is going to end, and then figure out the best, quickest, punchiest way to get there. Audio editing though can make or absolutely break your video, because the first and most important part, with which I consider audio editing, is something called jump cuts. What I did was I left absolutely no room in which I wasn't speaking. And how you do that, let's say this was an intro that I never used because we changed the story after we filmed this. So let me press play, and it would help if I brought it exactly to the start of the clip, but I didn't. Let me elongate. Yo, welcome to the vlog. Today me and Vic are in Brighton. Brighton. And we're making a vlog today. So already there's plenty of places in which you can just do jump cuts. So the main rule of jump cutting is, if you're filming something for a movie and you're shooting with one camera, like let's say in the Sasquatch film, right? When we were shooting the cinematic parts, we had one camera and we're shooting from one angle, right? So if I want to cut, it's got to be to something a bit later. Like I can't just cut a small gap out, because what it will do is it creates the jump cut, which is where you're sitting there or whatever, you're vlogging, and you're cutting out the gaps in between your speech, right? Or you're cutting out entire parts of your speech. Whatever it is, you're getting rid of stuff. But it's a straight shot, and it's a cut on a straight shot. In a vlog it looks okay, it looks good, it actually works for a vlog, it actually increases engagement. But in a cinematic or a film or a movie or whatever, it looks weird because it doesn't happen. People cut between cameras, people cut between camera angles, or you have one camera and you cut out an entire section till someone's standing somewhere different to a part where it works. It probably won't work, but a part where it works. And with a vlog though, you can do this and it really helps. So this is not the best. This is not the sort of audio that I'd usually use to do this with. I usually use raw to do this with, because raw audio is really good and it's easy to do this with. You can literally spot where you need to cut. But like, let's say I go in here. That gap there doesn't need to be there. So we get rid of that. Got a gap here. Press delete again. You ripple delete, and now your two scenes are together. Brighton. There you go. It looks a bit robotic, but when you put tons of this together, you suddenly have a scene that's actually more engaging. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you've liked this video, please drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please comment on what you'd like to see below, any questions you might have, anything else you want to see. And yes, if you want to see more, hit the notification bell and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day or week or whatever. Thank you.